So you're thinking about self-publishing your first book, and you're probably wondering, how much money will I make? That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about CreateSpace royalties, how much a book will cost if you buy it yourself, and how much you'll make if you sell it on the different channels, like Amazon, or through the CreateSpace store, selling it by yourself, or through bookstores. Stay tuned. So in order to answer the question, how much money you'll make selling a book through CreateSpace or self-publishing, there's one page on CreateSpace that you can get to, even if you don't have an account yet, where you can check out the different scenarios of how much you'll make. Let's look at that now. And here's the page you're looking for, createspace.com, products/book. It's an all-purpose page that you can use on CreateSpace. It gives you a lot of different information. They have a series of tabs here: overview, cover, interior, printing options, distribution, royalties, and buying copies. And you can look at all this stuff before you sign up, so you just get more information. We're going to look at royalties and buying copies, which are the two tabs that I always use. If you click on royalties and then scroll down, you'll get to the royalty calculator. Yay, we're going to have fun now. Pick out which kind of interior you're going to be doing. Let's look at a black and white book, and then pick out the trim size you want to do. I usually do 6x9 for my books that I read, that are reading books. If I'm going to be doing a book with illustrations, I usually use a little bit bigger book. Number of pages. Okay, let's say we've got 150 just for fun. Then we need to figure out what kind of list place we want to do. And this is where we can play around. If we put in $16.95 and calculate the royalties, we find out that on Amazon, we're going to be getting $7.52. Now this is going to come straight from Amazon. In my case, I've got it set up for direct deposit, so they put it right in my bank account. If you're selling through the e-store, which is CreateSpace e-store, you get a little bit more money, because then people are paying shipping, which Amazon already kind of calculates into their price because they do the Prime. Expanded distribution means it's being sold to booksellers and bookstores outside of the Amazon network. So if they do that, they take another little cut and you get $4.13 each copy. So let's see what happens when we increase the price by $2, $18.95. So we're at $7.52 right now. We calculate out, $8.72. So even though we're charging $2 more, our royalty only goes up less than $2. So it's about $1 and some change. So you can play around and look at what the different trim sizes will do and what the number of pages will do. Typically, the trim size doesn't make so much difference in terms of your royalties. Let's look at 8.5 by 11. Calculate, no difference. But pages does make a difference. If we're doing a 100-page book and we calculate that, $9.22. So a 100-page book, we're going to get a better royalty at that price. But a 100-page book you might not charge so much for. In contrast, a 200-page book, we're going to get less royalty. So you've added some extra pages, but you're going to get less money because the book itself takes more money to print. And that brings us to that other tab. So scroll back up, buying copies. What does a copy cost you if you wanted to buy one? Well, let's again, black and white, we can pick our interior type. We're going to go with a 6x9 again, and let's do 150 pages, and we'll just get one book for now. Calculate. So each book costs $2.65. If we're going to have that shipped to us, or to anyone we know, on the U.S. Continental, we're going to pay about $3.59 for the shipping. What happens if we buy a bunch, right? You think you're going to buy more, it's going to cost you less. But no, each book is still $2.65. So there's no discount in buying more books through CreateSpace. They're already giving you their best price. However, if you looked at $3.59 for shipping to begin with, and you think about how much that would be if you did increase it to 1,000, you do get a better shipping rate. So sometimes quantities are better when you're shipping a lot. So that's the one place you save with bulk orders with CreateSpace on your shipping. That sums up our tutorial today. Once again, the URL is CreateSpace/product/book. And please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and keep getting episodes on how to create your book and other fun things